Hi, I'm Niall from Gulfstream Boat Sales, and this is a Grand G500 rib. This is a stock boat of ours, has been through the workshop, fully prepared for sale. Everything on it is as close to new as we can make it, and it's a beautiful example of one of these G500 ribs, powered by the Mercury 115HP ProXS Outboard. It's the maximum horsepower for the hull, comes complete with a roller coaster, road trailer, top spec example with C-deck flooring, fusion sound system, ski poles, you name it, this boat has it. So we're going to walk around it now. I'm going to show you the condition that it's in. I'm going to show you all the features inside it and hopefully help you to figure out whether this might be the right boat for you. So this is a 2019 boat with only 200 hours on the clock. It has been a Northern Irish boat since 2020. It was only ever used in fresh water in Lough Erne here in Northern Ireland, and it is just an absolutely pristine condition. A real credit to her previous owner. But yeah, it's immaculate. It has the white and grey tubes, which I find actually last a lot better over time than the darker colours. I know the darker colours are pretty mean and aggressive looking, but there's been a few boats with us recently where they just don't look pristine after a few years, whereas the white obviously reflects the sun, doesn't degrade as much, doesn't absorb as much UV, and it actually stands out a bit better on the water as well. So from a safety point of view, you're more visible in a lighter coloured boat. But it's got the beautiful white and grey tubes. The hull bottom has never been anti-fouled, so it's pristine gel coat on the bottom. This boat has the upgraded keel protector, the rubber keel protector, optional extra, which runs all the way to the transom. So if you're thinking about putting the boat up on a beach, you know, if you want to just nose it up onto the shore for a barbecue or for letting guests off and on, that's going to protect the gel coat, which is great. Has the bow rails on it as well, the tube mounted bow rails, another optional extra. Has the performance console with handrails integrated into it. Has the upgraded steering wheel on this one. Has that beautiful teak effect, soft C-deck flooring throughout in the cockpit and on the swim platforms, fiberglass cones on the end of the tubes. This is the best thing about this boat in my book, this Mercury ProXS 115 horsepower outboard. It's the maximum horsepower for the hull, and it makes this boat a little rocket ship. So great performance boat and beautiful lightweight high performance engine. And just all the way around, it's an absolutely beautiful condition. We've got the ski arch on it as well. It's got fusion Bluetooth sound system, Mercury SmartCraft engine instrumentation, sun pad cushions, overpressure valves on it as well, so you can't physically overpressurize the tubes. It just has all the options, and the trailer is in great shape as well. And the fact it has only been in fresh water for the last, since 2020, when the boat was basically brand new, means that it's just a mint example and going to be much nicer than a saltwater one. So yeah, I'll walk through it a wee bit more detail. We'll jump inside and show you around, show you under the hood of the engine and everything, but just wanted to give you a quick overview. This is such a nice package. So this boat would make an excellent standalone family sports boat. It's easy to tow behind pretty much any family car. All up towing weight is around about a ton or a little bit less. Very easy to launch and recover, even off a beach with that roller coaster trailer. It has up to 10, it'll carry up to 10 people, so you can cram the entire family on board. It'll do all the water sports duty you want. It'll handle rough and choppy waters if you're planning to use it around the coast. And at the end of the day, you hook it onto the trailer, tow it back to the house, hit it with a hose, flush the engine out and park it in the garage. It's 5 meters long. Trailer overhangs about another meter, so if you've got 6 meter space in your garage, you'll get it into most family garages as well. So it's a fabulous standalone family sports boat if you want to use it that way, but also if you've got a bigger cruiser and you want like a decent sized tender that you don't feel like you're going to tip the thing whenever you step into it, it could also serve that purpose as well. It's going to carry up to 10 passengers if you're ferrying people to and from the shore, and it's got enough horsepower and space and comfort that you actually could go away and use it for a full afternoon of fun on the water as well, and you're not going to be too tied to the mothership. So really good all-rounder, whether you want a standalone sports boat or kind of like a mini super yacht tender. So starting at the bow, we've got LED navigation lights either side of this fiberglass molding. We've got a wee bit of decking up on this surface here, so if you're stepping out on board over the bow, you've got somewhere safe to step on. Little stainless steel anchor roller there. We've got a little pop-up stainless steel cleat as well. And then obviously with the cushions removed, you can climb in over the bow very easily. There's a handle here. We have nice chunky fender strip all the way around the tubes. The tubes are in great condition. The bond to the hull looks perfect. There's one wee tiny little mark here where it maybe caught the trailer at a time, but and then another wee tooty one there. But apart from that, the rest of the tubes are in pristine condition. We've obviously got that keel roller or keel guard that I mentioned, and as part of that package, you also got keel guard along the bottom of the tubes all the way, probably the rear 3/4 lengths of the tubes. So if you are, if the boat is maybe left on a beach and leans over, not that I think this one, like this is perfect, so I'm pretty sure this has never happened to this boat, but if you do manage to scrape the bottom of the tube on something, that keel guard is going to protect it. So not only is your hull protected, the tubes are protected as well. That was an optional extra fitted to this boat. So coming all the way back here, tubes are in great shape. You've got the tube mounted bow rails, good condition. Got this nice grey panel. The Grand badging is in perfect condition. All the way back to the stern corner, you got these fiberglass end cones with little teak or sea deck steps on them as well. And the tube condition at the back end here is also perfect. You can see the fiberglass is in immaculate condition as well, all the way to the stern. Taking a look along the starboard side then, again, tubes are in great shape. Hull bottom looks perfect, no scrapes or scuffs. You've got your keel guard rubbing strip along the tube on this side as well. All the seams and everything look perfect. Fender and strip, handrails, all in great condition, all the way down along the starboard side as well. The Grand badge, and you've got the golden line G500 model identifier there as well. Coming right the way to the end cones, again, perfect condition. We have pop-up stainless steel cleats back here as well, big chunky ones actually. So you got two cleats aft and the center cleat forward. We've got this beautiful stainless steel ski tower. So you have an integrated water ski towing point up there. What's it say? Max load 120 kilos on that. You got a navigation light and a horn mounted up there as well. Now, in addition to that high level ski towing point, which is great for wakeboards and even for helping teach people to get up on skis, an elevated towing position really helps pull people up out of the water. But you've also got these, there's one either side, so an integrated ski tow ring there and a ski tow ring there. So I suppose if you have a heavier skier or if you're pulling water toys, towables, you can hook on a towing bridle to those two with a little float, so you can pull heavier towables with those. There's your pop-up stainless steel cleat on this side as well. Beautiful stainless steel handrails all the way around the boat. This lovely rear bench seat. You probably squeeze 3 people in there. Definitely 2 adults, or an adult and 2 kids. You've got handrails on the console, handrails on the side of the console. We'll check that out in more detail when we jump on board. We have more sea deck decking on these little swim platforms either side of the splash well, and on this side we have a pull-out 3-step stainless steel boarding ladder. Now there is a wee bit of wear on this this panel here, and to me, I suspect that was done by a cat. That looks like the type of things, cats love this stuff. I know from experience, if you have a boat with sea deck decking and you own a cat, make sure the cat cannot access the decking. But yeah, a little bit of wear on that, wee bit disappointing, but that is what it is. You know, the other side is perfect. And then you got this stainless steel handrail here, so you can easily climb up the ladder, and you can walk around the tubes to climb into the boat. So really substantial rib this as well. If you stand here and look at it, we've got an 18-degree dead rise at the transom. There's a 21-degree dead rise midships, So a real fine entry, it cuts through chop really well. The cockpit self-bails, you can see you've got your bailers here with non-return valves on them. So if you are running at speed, any water that's in the decks will drain out through those self-bailers. You've got a speedo here for your smart craft gauge, and then a bung there as well. So, but yeah, everything below the waterline is immaculate as well. I don't think this boat was really kept in the water very much, if at all. And as I said, it's only ever really been in fresh water, so hull bottom is pristine. The engine is this Mercury ProXS 115 horsepower 4-stroke outboard. So the ProXS range is a performance range from Mercury. They're lighter for equivalent horsepower. They're lightened internal components. They have a torquier power delivery, and they're a fantastic performance outboard for the kind of this size of boat. The 115 is a brilliant match for this. It's the maximum horsepower rated for the hull, but because it is a lightened engine, it's not stressing out the transom or anything. You know, it's not overloading the boat. So you get all the benefits of the max horsepower without the penalties of a big heavy engine on the back of it. So compared to the competition, it is power to weight's a lot better. So this one is matched up to a 3-blade stainless steel propeller. It's a 20-inch pitch Mercury Laser 2 prop. The engine is in immaculate condition. It has currently got 200 hours on the clock, and we have just given it its 300-hour service. Actually, we just fitted a 300-hour service kit, so it's in perfect condition. We're standing over this engine as well with our in-house 3-month warranty to start at the beginning of the 2025 season. So whenever you launch this boat in 2025, we'll put our in-house 3-month warranty on it. So, but you're not going to have any trouble with this thing at all. It's only 200 hours on it. It's virtually nothing. It's hardly even run in. But really nice features. It's got raised Mercury badging letter in there. It's got like carbon effect 115 on the side. You've got a remote trim switch here. Isolator switch turned off at the minute there, but so that means if you're bringing the boat on the trailer or you're walking up a beach or something, you can trim it from there without having to get up to the side of the helm. It's also fitted with Ultraflex hydraulic steering, which again is a massive upgrade. Makes the finger light steering. It means that if you let go of the steering wheel mid-turn, you're not going to get torque steer from the engine. You know, it's not going to spin the steering wheel on you. So it's a lot safer as well, particularly if you're maybe allowing kids to drive the boat or teenagers. The hydraulic steering makes it a lot easier to handle as well. So splash well and everything looks immaculate. All the cable trunking is all very neatly done. These Grand ribs are a high-end luxury rib, and the build quality, the fit and finish, how everything's put together demonstrates that as well. So really nice engine. I'll pop the hood and show you under the hood here in a second. So with the cowling off, you can see that this engine basically looks like brand new. It is absolutely immaculate. As I said, we've just done a 300-hour service. We have a little bit of the service to finish off. We still have to grease up some of the cables and things, but because it's sitting here in a sort of degreased state, I wanted to show you how clean this thing is before we put grease on it. Like, there's not a speck of corrosion anywhere around this power head. There's not a spanner mark on any of the fasteners. It is absolutely, it just looks like it's brand new out of the box. New oil filter and stuff has been fitted. You can see some of the lightweight components, lightweight intake manifold, lightweight rocker cover on this as well. But yeah, these are a tried and tested power head. 4-cylinder inline 4. They've been around. This, you know, versions of this have been around for a long time, and they've got a great reputation for reliability and performance. So this is a really nice engine. We're Mercury dealers. We're a main Mercury dealer. So we've got all the software and all the special tools for service and looking after these engines. And if you wanted to continue to have this boat maintained by us, we'd be delighted to look after it for you. But yeah, that is the engine. It is absolutely pristine. And we're standing over this with our 3-month warranty to start whenever you launch the boat in 2025. So you can buy this boat with complete peace of mind. So the boat is 5 meters long and 2.3 meters wide. So it's quite beamy. And the tube diameter is 50 centimeters. So chunky tubes as well for a 5-meter rib. But those dimensions mean that there is quite a bit of internal space. So it's a nice spacious rib. You know, you've got a really big gap between the console and the tube on the port side, so it's easy to walk around. We've got the sun pad cushion set up at the minute. We'll take it down. We'll take it down in a wee second. But so you got a full-length sun lounger there with a nice upholstered backrest against the console. We've got stainless steel cup holders here. We've got integrated LED lighting around the console. Those nice blue lights, so it looks nice after dark. It illuminates the whole cockpit area after dark. And you've got that nice bench seat there behind the console. All the decking is laid with that C-deck, teak effect decking. You see you've got your deck scuppers there as well at the back, so any water that finds its way in will drain overboard through those non-return valves at the transom. And as I said, there's handrails absolutely everywhere. So nice big wide sun lounger up here. Bow rails up on the tubes there to hang on to. And then a great little console, lovely shape to it, so it's nice and sleek looking, but it also does a really good job of protecting you from the elements, deflecting the wind over your head whenever you're running the boat. This is my eye line, so I'm looking over the top of the screen, but this wee lip here does a great job of protecting you from the wind. So we've got this beautiful stainless steel center steering wheel with the Ultraflex steering helm. Feels really sort of sporty, this driving position, because the steering wheel is quite close to you, but you've got room for your feet down below. Throttle and shift lever falls easily to hand as well, so feels like you're in a little cockpit, so you can chuck this boat around with confidence, and that hydraulic steering is brilliant. We have Mercury Smartcraft engine instruments with all your digital engine data on those. Whenever we put this boat on the water, we'll walk through this system with you and show you all the information that displays. But yeah, full Smartcraft engine instruments, which is really good. You got your ignition switch here, throttle and shift lever here. We've got a bank of switches, so horn, navigation lights, anchor light, bilge pump, which has auto and manual functions, and then this is the switch for our LED lights. 12-volt power socket here, cigarette lighter socket. We have USB power outlets there, a pair of them, and we've got a Fusion MS-RA55 Bluetooth sound system as well, with a couple of speakers. So that is a nice system to have as well. So you can connect that up to your phone, play all your music through it, and yeah. There's also room in the dash then if you wanted to mount like a 7-inch chart plotter, you could do that here. I think this was maybe a holder for a phone or an iPad or something maybe, but we could remove that. There's plenty of room to put a nice little chart plotter on there. It would be a nice upgrade and would just sort of finish the boat off. But we'll do you, if you want one of these, we could do you a nice deal on one as part of the sale. Stainless steel handrail here for your front seat passenger. You've also got handrails either side of these benches. Backrest comes up to a nice height. Upholstery's all in beautiful condition. You've got the grand embroidery on it. We've got, it's like grey and beige, which really matches the tubes and the decking nicely. We've got a grey console as well. We have a bit of storage down here. Oh, it's a little cubby hole in there where you can fire in phones and wallets and things. We have more storage then onto the front of the console and an absolutely massive locker in here as well, so I will show you that just now. So just before we lift that, I want to show you the builder's plate. So you can see the top right hand corner, this boat is rated to carry 10 passengers plus gear. That's your battery isolator switch there, which is really easy to get to. So it's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze with 10 people on board, to be fair, but you could, like, if you need to, you can carry 10 people. I'd say there's comfortable seating on this boat for probably you get 2 or 3 across there, like an adult, 2 kids, 1 or more adult here, and another 2 people up forward. So you probably get 3, 4, 5, 6, I would say, in reasonable comfort on board without having to sit on the tubes. But this rear bench seat lifts up on 2 gas struts. Again, it's all like nice little high-end features, like even the fact that you've got struts to hold this open. It's all stainless steel clips and catches, everything's in perfect condition. But that reveals this massive storage compartment in here. So a huge big storage locker, flat floor in there as well. So you're not going to be having to hoke around for bits, and if you put something in there, it's going to be in the same place where you left it. We've got a fuel pre-filter there with a clear bowl on the bottom, and there's a water and fuel sensor. So if you do have any contaminated fuel, the SmartCraft system will alert you to it, and you can just change the filter there pretty easily. Get your battery tray. So stacks of room in there for firing in, you know, water sports gear, picnic boxes, cool boxes, all that type of stuff. There's an overall cover for this boat as well, big overall storage cover, and usually that lives in there as well if you just want somewhere handy to keep it. So huge big storage compartment there underneath the aft console. So with the sun pad cushion removed, then you can see we've got this whole extra area of deck space up here. So nice fit well for passengers that are sitting up in these seats. You've got another little LED light on the front of the helm console. We've got our 2 Fusion speakers in the forward bulkhead. There is more storage underneath. If you want to, you can obviously remove all the cushions and you've just got solid fiberglass underneath. So if the boat's been stored outdoors or you're not putting the cover on, you can keep the cushions. Again, you could fire them all in that back compartment to keep them out of the elements. But you've got another big storage compartment in here. It goes right the way underneath the console. And that one's easy to access. You don't have to disturb the helmsman for getting in and out of that one. These cushions are all completely removable, and we have actually molded non-skid up here. So if you are boarding the boat over the bow, you can leave these cushions off, you know, all the time. And you've got molded non-skid decking on here, so you can easily step out over the bow if you're boarding over the bow onto a jetty or something. In here is another large storage compartment. We've got some paddles up in there, and we have just a huge big deep storage locker, so that's connected into the bilge. If you want to fire your fenders and things, dock lines down in there. Again, all the stainless steel clips and catches and hinges are all in perfect condition. And then this is your anchor locker up forward. So nice little anchor locker with anchor and rode included. So that's the bow setup. This is your fuel fill point here, and that fills an integrated 90-litre fuel tank that lives onto the floor. So big capacity tank as well, means you can run that engine for a long period of time between fills. And yeah, nice stainless steel cap, and it's located back there, so you can sit a jerry can on the swim platform and use a siphon pump or something to fill it without having to like pour fuel in around the bow or anything. So that's your fuel fill. The boat is being sold complete with this trailer that you see it sitting on. So it's a single axle Admiral trailer. Gross capacity is 1100 kilos, so it's an 1100 kg trailer. As I said, all up towing weight's probably going to be a bit under a ton on this thing. So it's going to be easily towable by pretty much any family car. The trailer's in perfect condition. The wheel bearings are perfect. It's a brake trailer. It has these blue rollers. All the rollers are present and correct. They tend to not really mark the hull as much as the black rollers can leave. They don't really mark it, but they leave rubber on the hull. So these ones leave the hull looking nice and clean. Winch post and everything's good on it. And yeah, good addition if you're planning to use this, you know, for towing the boat to different cruising grounds or launching it every weekend or whatever. So that trailer, fully galvanized, is included in the advertised asking price. So there you go, that's our 2019 Grand Golden Line G500 rib with the Mercury 115 horsepower ProXS outboard with only 200 hours on the clock. Hopefully you'll agree now, if you've watched the whole video, this is a lovely boat. You will definitely struggle to find one as clean as this for the price. It's a fantastic package, and it's got all the options and extras you could want, including the sea deck flooring, the sun pad cushions, the ski towing arch, the roller coaster trailer, the hydraulic steering, SmartCraft gauges, Fusion sound system. It's just a really high spec little boat, and they're a super high quality luxury rib as well. So really nice looking boat. This one is very seriously for sale. It's a stock boat of ours. We can look at a part exchange if you want to do a trade-in against it. We can help you with the logistics of getting this boat delivered to your home or home marina, anywhere around the UK, Ireland or Europe. All the paperwork's in order. It's a beautiful little package and totally ready to go for the 2025 season. If you do want to have a conversation about it, if you've got any questions about it, or if you want to arrange to come and see it, then please don't hesitate to get in touch. The best way to do that is by calling me on the number at the top of our website, or you can send me an email to sales@gulfstreamshop.com, or you can fill out the callback request form on this page of our website, the G500 page, and I will contact you at a time that's convenient. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it useful.